Welcome to another episode of Toppers Talk. And today we have Piyush Gupta with us. Hi, Piyush. Please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, I'm Piyush Gupta. I'm All India Rank 8 in CLAT 2023 and I'm a first year student right now at National Law School of India, Bangalore.
Okay. So, how is your journey in NLS?
So, starting from the first, after I gave my class 10th examinations, the last exam got cancelled due to COVID. So, after that, I started watching videos on YouTube, and on one such video, I came across 5-star videos explaining what is CLAT and how elite prepares students for CLAT and what are the different law examinations and all of that things. So I got interested in it. I tell my parents about it. They got agreed to it. I gave the elite scholarship test around somewhere in the May of that year, and I got a very decent scholarship around of 100% only. So after that, I got enrolled myself in the elite 2-year program. So I started preparing alongside my 12th. I was a humanities student. So I started preparing alongside my stream and CLAT things. So 2 years down the line, I gave my first attempt at CLAT. So that was like in the June of last year. I got All India rank of 419 and I was allotted National Law Institute University Bhopal. That is NLI Bhopal. So I went there. But I wanted to give one more shot to CLAT again. So I prepared alongside my college for the 6 months. I got enrolled myself in LE Super 30 batch, and along with that, I started preparing. And 6 months down the line, I gave CLAT once again in December of last year. I got All India rank 8 and was allotted NLSI.
Okay. So, as you said, you gave one attempt in June last year and then the December with
Yes.
a partial drop being in NLI. So, how did you balance इतना कम time में and एक college already है and a lot of new things happening, पूरा नया course structure है. How did you balance this together with your NLIU preparation and CLAT preparation?
I think what helped me personally was time management and setting my priorities right. So
Mhm.
when I went to college, I was very sure that what I want to do, and I want to give a one more shot to CLAT again. So I did not like engage myself in everything that was happening in college. Like there are a lot of things happens to you when you go to a college. There are a lot of activities, a lot of friend circles. So like I prioritize my things, what I need to do 6 months down the line. After that, if the CLAT does not go well after the 6 months, I have 4.5 and a half years to cover it up for the things that I've lost in the 6 months. So this was my like uh, purpose. So this is like after setting these priorities, I decided okay, even if I compromise a bit of my college studies for my CLAT, that would be okay for me. I like engage myself with the CLAT preparation going alongside with my college side preps, and that is like with time management and priorities, I got it correct.
What was your experience and journey with Legal Edge?
So that has been like one very wonderful journey that like some my CLAT journey is actually only the legal journey that I talk about. So like from the very starting after I saw the Herset video to cracking it and like giving the interview to now Ellie only. So this has been like the whole sum of ride that I with the Ellie. So it was been a wonderful experience. The faculty, the test series, the mentors, Karan sir and Harsh sir personally supported me a lot at lot number of times. So overall a very fantastic journey to say.
You were with Legal Edge for 3 straight years. So you know how to utilize the resources at an optimum level. So please suggest some things if you can. Like how did you utilize Legal Edge material or other materials as well?
So like I used to find the classes very engageful. So like what happens in LE is like you got a schedule of videos before and a week. So you got to know ki what kind of lectures you will be attending this week. So what I used to do, I got used to get RSMs for LE, that is ranker study material. I used to see those topics which are going to be covered in the lecture in the next week. And I used to sometimes used to make notes, sometimes I used to only skim through those topics. And when the lectures uh, were about to happen, I used to make notes and take down everything that I can possibly. And that is how I used to like use my ranker study material to accommodate with my class lectures. For current affairs, I used to find the LE magazine very useful. That is Slack post. So like the questions that they give, like there's a very good question bank that they provide. I used to practice from it, and it used to help me a lot during my class days. to get things what is important, what is not important, and all of those things. So that is.
Okay. So last year when you got into NLIU, you said you were balancing it with CLAT, sorry, school, right? तो जब आप school और CLAT एक साथ prepare कर रहे थे, so how were you balancing school and CLAT together in just those 6 months?
Well, I was balancing my school and class for like 2 years because it was 11th and 12th, and for college it was 6 months. So for school, I since I was a humanities student, like no, there's lot of things that you can do personally in humanities. Like you may not be needing teacher at every point of your studies because it's a humanities subject. You need to study mostly things on your own. So I used to do that at home only most of the time. I used to go to the school to give my examinations and all. My teachers were very supportive of the fact that I'm preparing for CLAT. So they accommodated my needs and sometimes even if I'm not there, they accommodated the things. So that really helped me a lot. But like, but personally, I used to like study humanities at home and make notes. And if I have a doubt, I used to contact my teachers. And that's how I used to save time and things while not going to school and studying at home. So that really helped in my time management while preparing for class. So, or the another side that I think helped me was like I joined Delhi not very physically center, but I joined it online. So it used to save me a lot of time from going there and traveling and commuting to a place and then spending time coming back feeling exhausted. So these all kind of troubles I was like escaped of. So that also helped me in like managing my time and priorities.
So as CLAT में मतलब every journey has some of the problems and ups and downs, right? So CLAT में आपने CLAT की preparation के टाइम आपने कुछ problems जैसे face की होंगी, right? So what were those problems and how did you resolve them for yourself?
When the like back then in my first and second attempt, the CLAT exam used to be 150 questions. Now it has been reduced to 120, but back then it was used to be 150. So the biggest problem was to attempt all the question, at least majority of them in the 2 hours. So that was the first problem that I used to face. Second was very section specific problem because since I was like CLAT is very English focused exam and my schooling was not very like elitist English kind of schooling where I could like grasp the concept very conceptually and I can comprehend the passages very fast. So I used to face problems in the starting while reading the passages, comprehending them. So that was a major trouble. But like after enrolling in LE and like reading newspaper and reading continuously everything, they got sorted out.
Right. So as you were preparing while in 12th as well as a partial drop, what would be your suggestions for 12th grader first or the partial drop students who are already in a college and preparing for CLAT?
For a student who is preparing alongside his school, my biggest advice would be don't leave your college studies to the end because it creates a lot of pressure to your CLAT preparation back then. So like don't think that college study is something that you're burden of and that is something not useful. It may help you in some or the other way. What you can do is you need to since you have to do it necessarily, you need to give your CLAT exam whether you like it or not. So don't leave the things to the end. Keep like preparing for a class 12th or class 11th in whichever class you are. You need to keep preparing alongside with that. Don't leave your studies. That's all I say. So that is first for the college for the school students. For college students, I say like uh, for what worked for me, as I said, was the setting my priorities right. So it is important for you to understand what matters to you, what you want to do. Ask this question to yourself, what you want to do in the 6 months. If you have decided you will give CLAT once again, you need to understand that there would be something trade-offs that you need to make. You cannot do everything at all at once in the 6 months because it will exhaust you and you won't be able to do excel in anything. So try to set things what you want to do and try to put your focus on those things only in the starting. So that's and also don't feel FOMO okay, your friends are partying out or something. That creates a lot of unnecessary burden on you.
Okay. So what would be those 5 things you feel that a CLAT aspirant should avoid?
Five mistakes. So like overall the five mistakes I think is the first and the most important is not giving mocks regularly or skipping them thinking that you would give them in the end, because that is not the purpose of the mocks. It is to constantly prepare you and keep you in the mode of client preparation. And if you avoid it, you will be in a big trouble. You will realize it later on. So that's the first thing. The second is taking sections very lightly. in the sense that some people say that legal reasoning is not important, some say QT is not important. In that sense, you skip a major portion of scoring the marks. So that is the second mistake. The third is not reading regularly or skipping newspapers. That's a lot of people do. So like they think they can skip the newspapers and do the analysis on some sort of website. That's not the point. You would be missing out on a lot of things, especially your comprehension skills. So that's the third mistake. The fourth are cases is skipping classes because you think the CLAT is a comprehension-based exam, and since we are coming from a school where English was very prioritized and we are speaking in English since class to second or third, so we can definitely crack this examination without attending the lectures. So, but that's not the case because the lectures give you some very important tips and tools. The mentors, the teachers that come across real experiences. So it really helps you a lot. If you skip them, you miss a major portion of your journey experiences. That's fourth. The fifth is I like uh, not making a friend group when you are studying together. I believe like quiet is something that is very subjective. You may not be able to, if you since I had a very long journey of 2 years and 2.5 years of quiet journey. So I think the friend circle helped me a lot during my quiet days because it's a very subjective examination. You may feel bad, you may feel good at some point. So you may need some kind of friends who are in the same stage as yours. You can share your pains, you can share your success with them. So that really helps you a lot in keeping you motivated throughout the preparation. That's the fifth mistake. If you think you cannot make, you will make a friend group and you study in your table and you will crack the examination. That may happen, but the chances are very less. So making a friend circle is something very important, and I think most of the people do make it right now. I guess.
Okay. So what are the 5 must do's? Like ये तो करना ही है for the CLAT aspirant. तो ये छोड़ ही नहीं सकते. Those 5 most important things.
Like I can go section wise. So well, but overall, I believe reading is something very must. The first point that you need to read, you can read anything from newspaper to novels to anything that you can find your hands on. So it's the first. The second is like it's being a bit repetitive, but I believe giving marks is something very important that you must do. You can give marks of any of the institutions that you can find, but you must give marks. That's the second. The third is attempting or at least attempting a some portion of QT and trying to give a best shot to it because QT is something that is a decider, I believe, what I realized in a days. That is something very important. The fourth is like analyzing your marks and like connecting with the teachers if you find any problems. That is like something very must because sometimes you may get stuck in a problem for a long period of time and you may not be able to solve it. But if you go to a mentor or teacher, he or she may help you definitely. So that's the fourth. The uh fifth is I don't think is a fifth is being any of the left because I have spoken for the like five not do's and five do's. So I believe that's all. There's no fifth.
Right? So as you know now, only nearly 3 months left, right? Around 3 months left for CLAT. What should be a student's strategy now so that he can crack CLAT?
There's like 3 months are left, and there may be students who are at, like first to make a very disclaimer. There may be students who would be preparing for 2 years. There may be some who will be preparing for 1 year. There may be some who have just started their preparation. So the first and the most important thing is to realize at what stage of preparation you are in. If you are if you are fully prepared or you're partially prepared or you have just started. So you need to first realize your first own stage level at which stage you are preparing. The second, like if you ask how to analyze and what stage you are in, you can give a mark. You will understand if you understand a lot of the topics, you may be in a good position. If you do not, then you may be in a not a very good position. So that's the way to know in which stage you are in. After you got to know which stage you are in, the next thing is to analyze what are the important things that you can cover up in the next 3 months, and you make your strategy according to it. So if you're fully prepared, your next 3 months should be devoted to revisions. If you're not fully prepared, your like preparation should be in a such a manner as to cover the most important topics and then start revision. If you have just recently started, your focus should be like covering only those topics which you think are very much important according to your mentors and teachers, like covering only the 20% of the topics that are very much useful that may come in your examination, and then start revising and giving out. So the preparation level, strategy, the kind of approach that you will be gonna try in the next 3 months, it should be according to the stage you are in.
The whole interview you have focused a lot on mocks and mock analysis. So What was your first mock score and how did you improve it?
So marks is something very important, but what is more important is analyzing it. So that is what my mentors and teachers I tell you also used to emphasize a lot. So analyzing the mark is very much important, and that is how you improve upon your marks. So after you are given the mark, take a rest for some time, see the answer, see the explanations, go question by question, see where you get it right, where you get it wrong. So this helps you a lot in analyzing what your mistakes are, and then you can improve upon it. So that's the first part. The second is like after you have analyzed a mark, when you are giving the next mark or giving the mark after a week or something, you look over your past mistakes of your few marks and you try to understand why those mistakes are made. So after you are about to give a CLAT mark next time, you are on a full mode to you know what your mistakes are, where you need to improve upon in this particular mark. So this is how you improve. So that's what works for me.
Anything you want to add on which I might not have asked? Any suggestions to our students?
Uh, the one suggestion that someone gave me when I joined Delhi was to trust your mentors, to trust your teachers, and trust the process ultimately. So, like, I remember Karan sir used to come in our classes and say that the teachers, the mentors are here for you to succeed. You are here for you to succeed. So if both of you trust each other, there's no way you cannot get success in the CLAT examination. That is what I suggest to students also. If you are like in the 3 months left and you may be thinking that now you need to study on your own, you may not be able to reach out to your teachers because time is very less and you need to focus on your preparation. I believe that's important, but also important is to stay connected with the mentors and teachers. Whenever you feel a problem, go approach them, go ask them, and I believe they're definitely gonna help you.
Thank you so much, Piyush. Thank you so much for your insights. It was really very lovely interacting with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here.